more proof of the city knowing exactly where it was going when it was initially pulling in the dollars and holding the community meetings and what do we want, and the rail stations going in, the classic Arroyo River Rock look for the station. That is the Southwest Indian Museum, Southwest Museum Station Community Service Center at Ziegler Estate. So what was done with the funds is they made this child care, but not for poor kids. This was the city people. I mean, I actually know someone in the city department, the planning department, who I was working with years, like 20 years ago, and I have all that documentation. I even have it on funky videotape. So, you know, she got her kid in here, but this was child care. So, I mean, again, oh, we're putting in child care. Yeah, for who? For people who can already afford it. So they can have really nice at the historic Ziegler Estate, using federal dollars to give privileged kids more privilege, and nothing for the poor. Okay, I mean, you know, we're there. So this is the backside. There is a video segment on the day that I was harassed and threatened by the homeless in the encampment across from my property that they don't. I did a video segment on that side when the mural, to show what the city had allowed in degrading that neighborhood. And while I was being harassed for having people on my property who were card-carrying Dene-speaking Indians in teepees, the guy across the street they don't bother with, even though his property is an attractive nuisance, causing major crimes. There was a death there, but they don't mess with him the way they messed with me. Again, the repeat of Chickasaw history, the preferential application of the law to harass Indians to get them to leave so that the area can be developed. And it was just so, I mean, it's straight out of what my great-great-grandparents dealt with. I mean, I can read that to you out of Gibson's and Chickasaw. So this is the Casa de Adobe, which is all, so the Autry ended up, so this is historic. This is part of the museum. You can see the museum in the back. This is Sycamore Park, which there are very cool shots. The Indians used to gather here. Actually, this was a big park with lots of sycamores. They had, each state would have a gathering. So there was Kansas, the people from Kansas, but the Indians had their gathering here. And there's some cool shots of before there were powwows, which were started in the American Indian movement. Revival of pride in being native. Powwows were started as part of the Occupation of Alcatraz, which my ex's brother was the last man off Alcatraz in the famous AP News shot of the last man off Alcatraz giving the red power fist to the journalist while he's being escorted off of Alcatraz after the end of the occupation there by a shotgun-toting FBI guy. Great shot. I've got that picture. Classic shot. So I know I'm rambling. You know, hey, it's just better to get it. There's reasons while I'm here. I'm going to ramble whatever comes into mind because we can work with it later. So, like I say, I have so we could go, you know, should I? I mean, how much video? So this is the tiny little parking area at Ziegler Street. Nah, I'm not gonna, well, okay, so where is I thought it was right here. I'm looking for see the stairs are there, but where's, oh, okay, I missed it. I don't know that there's the station stop has no reflection whatsoever of indigenous peoples. Zero. Right next to the city's first museum established, Southwest Museum, meaning it is the Museum of the American Indian in the Southwest versus the other major indigenous museum at that time, early 1900s, was, I think, in the Northeast, may have been New York, I don't know. But anyways, Lummis named it. It's not about the Southwest Indians. It's that the museum is in the southwest. I think I'm going to shut this off here, except for, so Mr. T's, that was Avenue 56. We are at, we're close to the Lummis home. Because Lummis built the museum, he could actually see it. You can see it. You can, from El Salle, you can see his museum. And that's Avenue 43. I think we're at, this is Fig, and well, I passed Avenue 50. Oh, that's an interesting point. Avenue 50 has the original housing for dormitories for Occidental College. It's maxed out, really gross ghetto housing for poor people right now. I know that's going to change. But anyways, yeah, the original dormitory facilities for Occidental College are Avenue 50 at what is now the railroad tracks, but close to Fig. And I'm going to shut it off here. And I think that this is the last video segment I'm going to do before I try and upload all of these things and keep moving to get get the hell out of here.